Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today for this stretchy vinyasa flow. If you want, you can grab some pillows or a bolster or some blocks. We are going to start out in a wide legged child's pose. You won't need these things, they are optional, but I'm going to use them. So let's go ahead and get started in our wide legged child's pose. I'm just going to bring the bolster in front of me so that I can lay my body on it. And you can decide which ear you would like to bring down. Could also come to the forehead if that's more comfortable for you. Once we get here, we're just going to take a few rounds of breath, taking a scan of the body and noticing how we feel. Grounding into our space, knowing everything is exactly as it should be. Take one more round of breath here. And slowly we'll peel up off of the bolster. We can move it out of the way and we'll bring the legs forward. Seated forward fold. We're going to start by stretching the legs out. So we'll take this right foot over the left leg, and with the foot we'll just take the roll of the ankle going one way. And then we'll reverse that roll of the foot. Beautiful. Let's point that foot, really bending through the foot and flexing through the front of the leg. And then let's pull that foot back. This is our dorsiflex. And let's point forward again and pull down. And one more time, pulling back. Beautiful. Let's go and give this foot a nice little massage, just using your fingers to push into the bottom of it. Our feet take us lots of places and we rarely give them the love that they deserve. So here is your 15 seconds to love your foot. Say thank you, foot, for getting me everywhere I need to go, for balancing me, for helping me out. Beautiful massage. We're going to go ahead and just grab this leg. We're going to pull it towards our face. So if you're here, this is where we are. Just wherever you can grab this leg, we're going to take just some nice slow pulses towards the body. And maybe pull it in and take a nice hold here. Beautiful. Slowly we'll release. Shake the legs out. And then we'll come to the other side. So left foot comes across that right leg. And let's take the roll of the ankle one way. And the other way. Beautiful. And point that foot. Plantar flex. And then pull the toes back towards the knee for our dorsiflex. And we're going to point again. And flex back. Beautiful. Go ahead and take that foot massage over on this side. Maybe noticing some differences over here. But of course, offering up our gratitude for these miraculous feet. Beautiful. Slowly, we're going to come back around, grabbing this leg. Once again, just wherever your reach is at. And we're just going to take those pulses towards the body, nice and slow. And of course, you can always point and flex here too, noticing that when we pull that foot back with our dorsiflex, we get through the hamstrings. And when we point, we get all down the front of the leg. And you don't have to do either. You can just be in a neutral position here, focusing on the leg. Slowly we'll release. We're going to come into our forward fold here. If you want to bring this bolster onto your lap, be my guest. We're going to sit up nice and tall. And then we're slowly going to walk forward and come into our seated forward fold. Just a few rounds of breath here. One more round of breath here. Next inhale, we'll PLS back up. You can move the bolster over to the side if you had it. And we're going to slowly come around into our all fours position. Once we get here, we're going to take our cat cows and barrel rolls. If you just want to take our traditional cat cow, be my guest. Otherwise, you can lower the chest down towards the left, roll it to the right, arc up towards the sky, and over to the left to repeat again. We'll go a few times this way, and then we'll reverse the way that we go. One more this way, and then we'll reverse that circle. Beautiful job. Let's go ahead and take some wrist warm up here. So we're going to rock forwards and backwards, really gripping through our mats. And let's take some circles. We'll go counterclockwise. And then we'll reverse it going clockwise. And then we'll take our fingers and point them towards the outer edges of the mat. And then we'll just take a rock side to side. Keeping that tailbone tucked here. We're not dumping into the low back. Beautiful. It's going to point the fingers towards the body. And here maybe you tuck the toes and really take that nice big rock forwards and backwards. And when you come back, maybe pausing there for a moment, really feeling into those wrists, that forearm. Nice inhales and exhales here. Beautiful. Slowly walk back on those toes. Take a nice little roll of the wrists. It should feel good. Reverse that roll. Open the fingers. Close the fingers. Open them. Close them. Open. And close. Beautiful. And release the hands behind the back. Open up through the shoulders here. Maybe taking that gaze up. A little arc through the spine. One more round of breath here. Beautiful. Slowly we release. Come back down into our all fours position. Beautiful job. We're going to inhale that right arm up. And then we're going to come around, thread the needle. So threading this right hand under the left. Right shoulder comes to the mat. Left arm can go up. Can reach forward. You could also try to find that right thigh. Choice is yours here. So a few rounds of breath. And one more round. And slowly, we'll bring this left hand back to the mat. Right arm goes up. We're going to come into our gate pose. So we're going to swing that left leg over and right leg kicks back. Maybe bringing that right shoulder or right bicep to right ear. And the inhale brings us up. Left arm up and overhead, gate pose. One more breath here. Beautiful side body stretch. Beautiful. Slowly bringing that left hand back to the mat. We're going to step this right foot outer edge of the mat, coming in for our lizard pose. Once we get here, that left hand's going to be on the mat. Maybe bringing that right hand to that right thigh, giving a little bit of added pressure. Only if it feels good for you. And once we feel good, we can bring the arms back around and maybe come down to the forearms and maybe rest your head on our block here. We'll be here for 5 to 7 rounds of breath. And gently, we're going to walk our hands up. We're coming around for Skandasana. So we're going to tuck those back toes and pivot around, lowering the hips down, right side. Skandasana here. Hands at heart center. If we're here, we're here. It doesn't matter where we are. Beautiful stretch. One more solid full round of breath here. Slowly we can pop that booty back. Grab that left hand around that right ankle. If this doesn't feel good for you, just leave this left hand in front of you. Right hand up and over. We're just getting a side stretch, so it doesn't matter where we're at here. We can be here stretching the side, and we can be here stretching the side. As long as you feel it down this right side body, that's what we're going for. Keeping the gaze up to keep the chest peeled open. We'll take one more full round of breath here. Beautiful. Slowly peeling back up, back into our Skandasana. And we're going to pivot around. Left hand plants, right hand sweeps up. We're coming in for our revolved side angle here. Breathing, actively reaching up. Beautiful. Right hand's going to plant. We're going to come through a plank. Look forward. Lower the knees or hover. And then release. Beautiful. Round of breath here. And we'll slowly send that left arm up. And we're going to thread the needle through this right side. And once again, this right hand can go up, can reach out front, or it can find that left thigh. Choice is yours here. Take one more round of breath here. Slowly, we'll bring that right hand back to the mat. Left arm will go up. Coming in for our gate, so that left leg kicks out. Right leg becomes a kickstand. And then we'll inhale to come up. And stretching the side again. We'll take one more round of breath here. Oh, beautiful. Right hand plants, left foot steps, outer edge of the mat. Lizard pose. Taking this left hand to this left thigh, maybe deepening that stretch just a little bit here. And if it feels good, maybe coming around to those forearms, bringing that forehead to the block here. A few rounds of breath. One more round of breath. Slowly bringing those hands back to the mat. We're coming around to Skandasana. So just pivoting your way around. Left side, Skandasana. Hands at heart center. And slowly we can take that seat in either right hand to that left ankle or right hand in front of us. Left arm up and overhead. Keeping that chest lifted, maybe taking that gaze up to help that. Slowly on an inhale, we peel ourselves back up, back through our Skandasana. And we'll pivot around, right hand plants, left hand reaches up. Revolves that angle. Beautiful. Left hand plants on the mat, step back plank. We're going to lower down the knees and then the chest and the chin. Roll through into our cobra. And we'll all tuck the toes and push back, down dog. Go ahead and take a nice pedal of the feet here. Nice slow walk of the dog. We'll take 2 more rounds of breath here. Beautiful. We're slowly going to come up onto those tiptoes. Big bend in the knee here. Bringing the gaze forward. We're going to hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we'll peel up to standing. Take those arms up and overhead. And exhale them down to heart center. Beautiful. Inhale those arms down to come up. And we're going to slice through the sky. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we plant the hands and we step the feet back. You can do knees, chest, chin, or you can do chaturanga to up dog. Everyone meets downward facing dog. We'll find some stillness right here for 2 rounds of breath. Next inhale takes that right leg up, 3-legged dog. Roll it forward, knee to nose, 3-legged dog. Knee to right elbow, 3-legged dog. Knee to left elbow, 3-legged dog. And roll forward. We're going to bring knee to nose and step it in between the hands. We're coming in for a high lunge, so maybe sliding these feet a hip distance apart. And then inhale, we rise up, arms overhead. Open up, warrior 2, pivot on that back foot, arms become parallel, gazes towards that right hand. Beautiful. Windmill these arms to frame the foot. Step it back, plank. Vinyasa of your choice. We all meet down dog. Next inhale takes that left leg up, 3-leg dog. Roll it forward, knee to nose, 3-leg dog. Knee to right elbow, 3-leg dog. Knee to left elbow, 3-legged dog. Knee to nose, and we'll step it in between the hands. Next inhale brings us up, high lunge, arms up and overhead. Open it up, warrior 2, arms become parallel, pivot on that back foot. Beautiful. Windmill those arms, framing that foot, step back plank. Vinyasa of choice. We all meet. Downward facing dog. Beautiful, beautiful job, my friend. Next inhale takes that right leg up. Open up through those hips. Coming in for a wild thing. So pivoting on that left foot, maybe allowing that right toe to touch the ground. Opening up through the chest here. Right arm's actively reaching forward. We're slowly going to plant the right hand. Left foot sweeps through for fallen star. Left arm goes up. Nice big inhales and exhales here. Left hand plants. Right foot steps back into our plank. Vinyasa of choice. Let's meet down dog. Next inhale takes that left leg up. Open up through the hips here. Wild thing on this side. Beautiful. Left hand plants. Left foot sweeps through. Right arm reaches up. Fallen star. And right hand plant. Step that foot back to plank. Vinyasa of choice. We'll all meet down dog. Let's take a nice releasing exhale here. So we're all going to inhale and then sigh it out the mouth. Let's do another one. Inhale and let it go. No need for us to hold on to it. Right leg sweeps up, 3-leg dog. Rolling it forward, coming into pigeon. If you want to use this block underneath this right hip, please do be my guest. And once you feel good, you can slowly walk your upper body forward. If you've been using this bolster, you can bring the bolster around and have it in front of you. Nice little soft spot to land. Only if it feels good for you. I'll be here for about 7 rounds of breath. Slowly, we'll peel ourselves back up. We're going to plant these hands. Step back plank. You can take a vinyasa or you can meet in a downward dog. Choice is yours. Next inhale takes that left leg up. And we're going to roll it forward, coming into pigeon on this side. If you want to take that block under that left hip, be my guest. Sitting up nice and tall here. And then folding forward if it feels good for you. Very slowly, we'll peel ourselves back up, removing that bolster and the block. If you're using them, planting those hands, coming to find our plank, and we'll vinyasa, and we'll all meet downward dog. Go ahead and take those feet to the outer edges of the mat. Walk the hands back and slowly allow the hips to come down. Yogi squat, hands at heart center. Using the elbows to push against the knees. Big smiles on our faces here. All of the hard work is over with. Unless you consider rocking and rolling hard. It is core work, but it's just, it's not like power core work. It is intentional, playful movement, though, which is very important in my personal opinion. Beautiful. Slowly, we're going to release the hips down. We're going to rock and roll here. If not, you can just meet me on your back. Best spinal massage in existence. And one more. We'll send that left leg out long. Pull this right knee into the chest. We're going to take it across the body. Coming in for our supine twist. Right arm's going to reach out. Gaze is going to follow. One more full round here. And gently we come back, sending the right leg out long, hugging that left knee in. And we'll slowly take it across the body. Come into that outer right hip. Left arm reaches out and gaze follows. One more full round of breath. We'll slowly peel ourselves back around. Go ahead and give both of those knees a big hug. We're coming in for our Shavasana. If you brought the bolster, go ahead and put that behind you. Bring the legs into cobbler. If you have pillows or blocks, you can also set yourself up the same way. And once you get here, we're just going to allow the arms to splay off to the sides here. Beautiful heart opener to end our practice. Maybe take in another scan of the body, noticing how much better you feel now. Just relaxing through the body, letting go of any tension that you feel. Calling yourself home to enjoy this for just a few moments of your day. Slowly bringing the awareness back into the space, back into your body. Maybe taking those fingers open and closed here. We're slowly going to peel up, and we'll all meet in a comfortable seated position. Kind of bring your hands to heart center. I have some affirmations for us today. I nourish myself in a comforting, golden light. I am restored. I am recharged. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you back on the mat.